Welcome back, y'all. Thanks for coming back. Welcome to our new chapter. It's called Spring Break Edition / Loving Our Weaknesses. All right, so we're going to go ahead and dive right in, right? Because in this channel, we are what? Time efficient, or at least we try to be. So let's dive right in. Your story begins at the end of your hiding. Let that sink in a little bit. Your story begins at the end of your hiding. Many times what we hide is our weaknesses. We don't want to show that, right? Because there's even a name for it. We consider it a weakness, which means something negative, something that you're not really proud of, something that you don't want, but yet you still have. But you know what the most beautiful thing about having weaknesses is? That every single one person on earth, there's not one person in this whole freaking earth that doesn't have weaknesses. I have them. I have a bunch of them. I am weak AF, and I'm not going to hide that fact. Why would I want to portray to you guys that I am this like amazing, positive person? And yeah, I take pride because I fight. I fight for that every day, and I work on that every day, and it is tough. But it doesn't mean that that's all of me. All of me is including my weaknesses. It is including the things that I'm not proud of, the things that I may not want, the things that I deal with, and yet I'm weak. There's a friend that always says, the flesh is weak, right? And it is. You could be weak in so many levels. Talking about me, attitude, right? My attitude is a big thing that I've struggled with throughout my whole life. It's my attitude either being positive, being too negative, or just having a attitude, like being angry. Now, when you embrace yourself, when you are in this journey of self-love, you are learning all about yourself. Which means you're going to learn about your weaknesses. You're going to learn about those parts that you have been ignoring for so long. And you're like, I don't want to deal with that. That stays right there in that dark corner over there. And I don't shine no light on that because I don't want anything to do with it. Well, that's the wrong way to go about it. If you truly want to be in a place where you have, first of all, peace in your mind, right? Now, I've said this so many times. Peace in your mind doesn't mean that you're over here being a monk and you're always like, humming and just like, No. Being at peace means that you are okay with who you are, your decisions, right? What decisions you've made so far. And you are at peace with yourself, with your choices, with who you are at this moment. That's what I mean with peace, okay? Now that peace comes with self-love. You're not going to achieve that without that self-love, but you're not going to achieve self-love without embracing and loving your weaknesses. Because your true story, your legitimate, let's just say in other terms, the legit version of yourself, the legit story of who you are, doesn't start until you accept who you are and until you love every single part of you. And those are the parts that you may not like so much, but you have to embrace them because that is who you are. You wouldn't be who you are without those weaknesses. You wouldn't be who you are without those parts that you are so afraid to tell others about or to open up or to show them out to the public or even your friends. Someone this week said, you are goals. I want to get to where you are. But it made it seem as if it was kind of like unreachable, like this, wow, like reaching that mountain highest point type of peak thing. No, put me down, put me down, put me at that flattest level or even below sea level, because I am not up there. I am down here. All that I am is that I try to convey transparency and show you guys that you don't need to be afraid to show who you are. And that means your weaknesses. That means those parts that we don't like about ourselves. Now, hold on now. It doesn't mean that you can't change those, okay? Because we all have weaknesses and those are changeable. You can change them. You can modify them, right? That's fine. I do that too. I do that a lot. I work on that a lot because I know what my weaknesses are. I know what those points are that I don't feel proud about. And you know those about yourself too, right? And I want you to invest time in getting to know yourself and getting to know those places, because a lot of the times those weaknesses or those things that we don't talk about or that we don't, it's actually not that big of a scary monster as we think it is. But because we don't spend time getting to know that part of ourselves, we think it's scarier than it really is. And let me tell you one thing. The moment that you embrace yourself fully, and that goes with everything that's you, you're going to start to see how much your world opens up. You're going to start to see how many people are just like you. And there's no shame in that. Look, you're not perfect. I'm not perfect. We all have things within ourselves that we don't like or that we're not proud of. It doesn't mean that it needs to stay that way. You are ultimately always in control to change factors about your life, about you, at all times. You just have to go for it. Keep it going. And I honestly believe in you. I don't have to meet you. I don't have to know your name. I don't have to know who you are, what you do, where you come from for me to truthfully believe that you can do it. Why? Because every single one of us has the capacity within us to achieve that mental state where we believe that we can change who we are, that we can go towards those goals that we may have for mental health, emotionally health. You know, it varies, or maybe it's more of a material goals that we may have. Who knows? But most importantly, you are able to change, first of all, how you view yourself. Don't be afraid to look within yourself at those dark places that we tend to just ignore. Those places need the most attention from us. Don't be afraid to go in there. Because I'm going to tell you, that's what self-love is about. Show me your darkest secrets. Show me the darkest side of you and let me love you. Why is it so easy for us to say that to someone else, but not towards ourselves? We should be saying that towards ourselves first. Show me who you really are. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid to find out. Let me love you. Let me embrace you. And if we want to change, we'll change together. We'll go with this. That's you to you. All right, guys, remember, you can do it. I believe in you. I know you got this. Keep it going. No one is perfect. Everyone has weakness. consequences.